Gotta take on your boy Super Saiyan KO Ken, not KO Ryu, but KO Ken Goku. This guy, bro, thinks he's hot shit. Comes out here, he does a Super KO Ken move. He thinks he's a badass guy. Well, guess what? I'm gonna beat him with a Fufu team. And I actually was trying to beat this guy without using any items. I failed, unfortunately. I had to use one, only one though. Okay, so let's just pretend I never used any items because come on, one, such a small number. It's so close to zero. Might as well, you know what I mean? But this isn't for me, bro. What I'm doing right now is for the clan, bro. It's for my clan. Just like how in Naruto, bro, you know how they went into jutsu? For the Uchiha clan, it's like Ichizaku. Ichizaku, this is my clan, boy. Gang affiliated. I probably should have said gang affiliated. So that weeaboo clan shit, but hey, what's done is done. Can't go back. But our DBZ Dokkan battle, the subreddit, they have like some Christmas fucking fufu dufu event where basically you earn quote unquote points for your team. There's two teams, Team Arale, aka Team Retard, and then there's Team Goku, aka the Alpha, the Omega, and the Beta, a little bit, is Team Goku. I'm on that team, bro. I'm repping my team. And you know what? Last time there was some event to do something. I don't remember what. You know what it was? It was to do the last mission of the Turles thing, but use a free-to-play team or something like that. I don't remember. And I was busy. I've been busy this week, bro. My friends won't leave me the fuck alone, bro. I love them. They're good friends, but Jesus Christ, bro, they won't leave me alone. And I've been going out. Finally today I stayed home, and I'm like, yo, bro. And we ended up losing. We ended up losing by 1.5 points. That means if I did that, we would have won. Think about that. My clan relies on me so much that if I don't participate, they're going to lose. So I had to do this. I didn't get the perfect 8. The first event, I did get a perfect 120, where it was like, I don't know, bro. If you don't browse subreddit, like, I sound autistic. Even if you browse the subreddit, I still sound autistic. So really, at the end of the day, what can I say other than to say that I'm representing my clan, I'm getting as many points as possible. And this probably wouldn't even be possible if I didn't bring Pecan, Butter Pecan, Puerto Rican, and who else? Probably Android 13 and Boo, just because Metamorphosis gives you a little bit of HP. And also the fact that Boo actually, he does get a little bit HP back from a super. That was my GSSR, by the way. Super Boo. I'm always happy to get crappy SSRs. They always give me energy. He may or may not get a Dokkan in the future. I have no clue. Probably not, since Buhan already came and went. At least on JP. But, you know, what are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do? I don't mind. It is what it is. And I figured I might as well just participate in this event, too. It's the last one. And there's really nothing else to do on Global. I mean, the only event that I was doing was the GT event. I did everything you could do. I got the 2 Gokus just to raise my AGL 1. Other than that, there ain't nothing going on Global. A whole hot heaping of nothing, bro. Like, I'm getting tight because I have Xeno Trunks too, because I'm like, yeah, man, I want that event to come back. I want the Xeno Foof Strike to come back so I can, well, actually come. It never came. So I can get that board S10 and Dokkan, and Bandai's like, no, play the GT event. And then yesterday they're like, oh, you know what? I'll give you guys something to do. Here's the 5-banner. Have fun. I'm like, boo. And I'm not really playing that much. Like, I'm playing, what? Maybe like 2 or 3 hours a day. I mean, basically like in the morning to get rid of my SDA, get it to 0. And then when I come home at night, I'll just play for like another hour or 2, just either ranking up or doing an event. So I haven't really even been playing it like I usually play it. Well, actually, I don't really. The last time I played it really hardcore was probably in like fucking August. But what are you gonna do, boy? Idiot, what idiot? But it's alright. It's all good. I low-key, I want to try to figure out how you can run the game through Terminal. Because I know you can do it. Because I've seen people do it on the subreddit. Well, actually, I've only seen one person do it on the subreddit. And I have Linux installed, so, you know, that's a big plus. The only thing is, of course, is getting the game to run through the terminal. I'm trying to figure that out. I've had no time to figure it out, though. Shout out to your boy Goku for supering me. I've had no time to figure it out, though, because honestly, like, the LR Goku grind, That was the most boring thing I ever done in my life. Like, I love Goku. He's worth it. He's really cool. But I don't, like, for the Frieza event, I think you got to do it another 777 times. So I'm like, yo, bro, low key, get it up and running on Linux. Maybe not even Linux. I could just use it through either SideWind or Fufu Dufu. Maybe even have it as just running on my OS, IDK. But I want to do that because by the time Frieza comes, probably, if not at school, then on the job hunt, or just, by that time, maybe I'll be homeless. By the time I'm homeless, you know what I mean? I want to go to the library real quick, boo-boo, bang it out, go back to begging, you know what I mean? You know how the grind is, bro. I ain't gonna tell you. And plus, it'd be pretty cool just to see. I mean, shit. I mean, I remember for the LR Goku grind, the person who used it through his terminal, literally, he did it within, I think 2 hours, maybe. So that means he probably had to spend the DS, because you can't, like, quote unquote hack the game. Oh god, it even sounds silly saying that, but you can't, hack the game to the point where you can just use Dragon Stones freely. It's still server based, and you can't really mess with your servers. The only thing you can really manipulate is things that are in memory, things that are part of the game, like running a stage, or I don't know, like doing something with your characters, something of that nature. But yeah, you're not going to be able to get unlimited Dragon Stones. Although, actually, I think it was possible. There was an exploit, I believe, if I remember correctly, there was an exploit. But what happened was that the people who were exploiting it were retarded, and they basically did it to the point where, like, you had to be a retard on their end to not realize that you were getting schemed. And they patched the exploit, I believe, if I remember correctly, because I remember someone saying that, yeah, there actually was an exploit, and you could take, like, a little bit, say if you took 50 stones, like, every once in a while, it's not that big of a deal, but they were taking it to the point where it's, like, thousands, to the point where this does not make any sense. Like, how is this possible? Oh, it's because these niggas be scheming, that's how it's possible. But either way, bro, I'm trying to be an elite hacksaw, really get that, put that on my resume, just be like, me, I'm always hacksing, always doxing, always DDoSing, always DDLing, you know what I mean, you know how I do, man, out here in these streets. Actually, I was watching an episode of Scared to the Straight, I don't know, whatever that show is, you know what I'm talking about. And there was some kid on there who was like an elite hacksaw, fucking random kid who was just hacking websites, and they ended up sending his ass to prison, and it was like, boo, this guy's like, I don't want to go here, and I'm like, yo, man, stop hacking. Start making Hello World programs like me, bro. You could be a professional. Same thing goes for, fuck. This is super old, but there's actually a documentary about, like, people going to prison, and there was one guy who was, like, super soft. Like, this guy did not belong in prison, and he was basically talking about how he ended up going to, like, protective custody super fast. Like, literally within his first week, he was already in protective custody. And they were basically explaining that that's super bad because everyone looks at you like you're a fuckboy poo-poo head, and that, you're easy pickings for people who want to manipulate you or hurt you and stuff. And he's like, I remember the title of the video was like, what happens when V goes to prison, V being the board on 4chan. And it was so depressing, but if you just extract yourself from the reality of it and realizing that, this poor guy's getting, just destroyed, you just like, yeah, this is pretty damn funny. This is good. I'm gonna like this video, subscribe, like, blah blah blah. But pain and suffering is always a touchy subject because you go from laughing at the dude to all of a sudden thinking, what if I was there? And then you're in the fucking fetal position crying, which come on, can't blame yourself. What are you gonna do? If I went to prison, I'd be oof. I think I would just have to try my best to just be a bitch only to the nth degree. Like some people get, like if you ever watch oh man, what's the movie? It's a super classic. It's Stephen Hawking film. Oh man, come on, dude. It has Morgan Freeman in it. Shawshank Redemption. In the film, the dude ends up getting like raped by a bunch of guys. But it's not just one time. Like, it doesn't just happen. It's like, alright, I got raped. What are you going to do? They just keep coming back. The sisters keep coming. They keep coming. And sometimes he fought them off. But most of the time, they just came through. They're like, hey, what are you going to do? Need a little piece of ass? tick, tick, boom, boom, bow, and then they're out. And it's like, well, that seems like a nice existence in prison to me personally. I mean, it sounds like a ball, but fuck that, bro. I'm not planning on going to prison anytime soon. Maybe jail, but not prison. Come on, we all gotta have our limits. Speaking of limits, here comes the limit breaker right now. Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue Goku. By the way, I don't know if people still watch Super. I recently saw the most recent episode. I tried to give it a chance because Super looked super interesting. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a chance. What is this? What's gonna happen? What's going on? Man, that episode drained my energy. It took my will to live and threw it out the fucking window, dude. It was so stupid. Basically, the way I don't care. I'm gonna spoil it. I'm gonna spoil the episode. But listen, it's not even spoiler. It's filler. This is filler. This is the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. For some reason, Goku hires Hit as a hitman to kill himself. And the reason why he does that is he basically wants to fight Hit at his fullest potential. And like, why? Like, why did he do that, first of all? Second of all, in the entire episode, he never goes Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and I know that's so dangerous. He can't do it all the time, blah, blah, blah. But if he wanted to, he could have done that and nuked Hit. But it's just such a retarded filler episode, and I was crying because people were like, yo, bro, Super's getting better. Super's looking good. And I'm like, you know what? Let me take a peek. Let me take a little peek. Because it's not on YouTube. It's easy. And I was like, oh, shit. And animation was ass, too, by the way. The way Dragon Ball Super started with booty animation, it looks like it's coming back, baby. So for all the people who at least prided themselves that the animation was getting better, guess what, buddy? It ain't. But, whatever. If you like Super, you like Super. I mean, I like some crappy stuff. Not really. I just said that to try to make you feel better. You just take L's, bro. What am I gonna do? I even tried to lie and say that I like some shitty stuff, but come on, I'm the god. I'm a god, bro. I can't be watching Dragon Ball Super. I watch GT. GT's where it's at. High key, low key. Everybody knows me, 100%. Now this is where I had to use the item because I was just getting nuked. I'm like, what am I gonna do, bro? I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take the L, so I used the item. But yeah, so SSBK event. Played it one more time, just for the hell of it. I guess I'll play it in the future. Maybe I'll play it some more just to get the Android medals. Maybe, I don't know. I know that Buhan's supposed to come either not tomorrow, maybe Sunday or Saturday night, going into Sunday since that's New Year's. Wondering what they're gonna bring. They're probably gonna bring some type of foo-foo New Year's banner of some sort. Because I know last year they gave out a multi-summon for 25 stones, so I'd imagine this year they'd put out maybe they put out a 20 stone multi. I don't know, maybe 30 stone multi. It'd be nice if they were to do 25 again, or 20. I'd be happy with 20 because I could do that easily. 25, I might have to scrounge things up. But even so, the Universe 7 versus Universe 6 was leaked, and that's probably going to come pretty soon. And that gives either 30 or 35 stones. And plus, there's New Year's missions, which you get stones from. So, low-key, I'm going to be bumping. When that God banner comes, I'm going to do more than just the free tickets. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy to be home. I'm happy to be home. I'm happy to be alone. It's like that episode of SpongeBob where Squidward was alone, and he was finally so happy to be alone. Just to be alone. Just to be alone. That's what I feel like right now, bro. Just being alone. Doing nothing or doing something. It doesn't matter. I just like being by myself. I mean, I like hanging out with friends, but I mean, shit, bro. Not every day. I've seen these guys from last Friday till today, every single day except for last Sunday. So it's like, I love them, but I had enough of them, bro. I might see them tomorrow just because it's New Year's, but I doubt I'm going to go out anytime soon after that because I'm burnt out. And the thing is, like, there's only so much you can do. I mean, play video games sometimes, you do other things sometimes, but lately they've been in a deep Yu-Gi-Oh! Jutsu. I personally don't like Yu-Gi-Oh! That much. I used to like Yu-Gi-Oh! But I'm not a fan of the new meta. For anyone that still plays Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like Magic the Gathering on cocaine. Like, for some reason, Yu-Gi-Oh! Stopped being tribute-based, and now everything is Synchro and XYZ-based, ABC-based. And it's basically, it accelerates the game. I guess it's cool if you were still playing and go, wow, the game's evolving. me personally, I don't really care. And plus, I had a bunch of cards when I was little, but I ended up giving them away, and I never got them back. So I don't have the cards, so I don't feel like spending buco bucks just to like have a decent deck. And plus, even when I was little, like whenever I would buy something or do something and try to play with my friends, bro, as soon as I would get it, they'd be like, you know what, this is pretty boring. We should give up. And I'm like, but I spent money to get a deck, and they're like, nah, this is pretty boring. We're gonna go. And I'm like, no, I spent money on this deck, and you guys are abandoning me. That was pretty depressing. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of my L's, bro, because I spent money on a deck, maybe $50, I'd assume. And then everyone just stopped playing. They're like, who cares about Yu-Gi-Oh anymore? So that's probably what would happen now. You know, me and my low self-esteem, what are you going to do? You can only do so much. But, there you go. Took a screenshot just to make sure. Pretty shit team. A part of the challenge is not only to not use items, but also you have to bring 3 villains. That's why I have Cell as lead as opposed to LR Goku. So, yeah, whoever made this event, he's a real chiner, bro. He's really testing my limits as a player of this game, bro. My professional critique is coming out. Professional critique. My professional skills are being showcased. So there you go. You got the medal. You got the friggin' item. You got the power. And now my clan has 7 more points.